Welcome you are to Stu Potts Cave. Finally, everybody's been waiting for. Those that have been watching, those that understand what's been going on. I've been requested so many people saying, Stu, will you do this? Will you get this video on? Will you get it there? Come on, we need to see what's going on. Had a very good friend of mine. He came round a couple of weeks ago. Stu, you've got to get this on video. I've seen your video so far. You've got to get this one on. This is absolutely awesome. And if you go and read the comments, you'll see who I'm talking about. So here we are. I'll try and do what I can. I'm going to do it in one take. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to do the whole lot. And I'm going to try and do it all in one take because it's just easier that way. So here we go. This is the door that you see coming up from the stairs. The stairs are outside. They haven't been painted yet. They're still the red oxide. They need to go black, but the weather's been that bad, and the rain and the cold and the wet, so I haven't bothered doing them yet, but they're ready to be done. So here we go. This is the back of the door, and yes, if anybody notices the feet, we have our good friend Han Solo frozen in the back of the door. We also go over to a picture that I purchased at a Comic-Con over here. Sorry about the mask sign on the side, but those are for obvious purposes. But as you can see, it's Jabba's palace, and if you look carefully, stood next to Jabba is Boba Fett, and obviously that's the back of Han Solo, with Leia is around there somewhere. But yes, they're all there. A well-known scene. We come round here, and we have a artist picture I bought off eBay for a nominal fee. It was next to nothing, but it was a brilliant. I loved this picture, and I loved the artist that did it. It's very good. It's probably it's been very well done. Down here, as you come in, we've got the fire extinguisher, as you wouldn't require in this place anyway. But obviously, we have our good friend C-3PO and R2-D2. And those of you that know me and know me reasonably well, you'll know, yes, I did do the R2-D2 build, it fully works. It's fully got chargeable batteries in. It just wants switching on. I'm not going to do that today. If anybody wants any further info, they can ask me. We'll go back around here. Down in this corner here, we have a Boba Fett, which I picked up. Very reasonable, very reasonable. It's a bought model, one of those plastic tall models that you can do the same one as C-3PO behind me, but somebody's weathered it and given him some things on his weathering and what have you, and again I picked that up relatively cheaply from one of the Comic-Cons. Just liked it and fancied it and got it. So what have we got in the first room here? Got a cupboard for storage, a very tall cupboard for storage, as you can see. We have a Hoover on the wall. This is like a storage area at the moment. It's not all ready. You've got some tripods there for my cameras and things. We've got a fridge there. We've got water, only because there's no water in here, so I tend to fill that, and it's really handy. We do have a kettle, I don't use it very often. We have a printer, and then down here we have the first of what you see. So this is, if anybody's doing the X-Wing build, this is the tin plate of the original Star Wars advertising poster, but it's a tin plate version of it. I've put it onto the stand. In here, as you walk through this door, so being honest, this is the way that you would walk through. I'm trying to keep things really slow and cool, but you come through here, and this is what you're seeing with this particular set here, which have a bit of Assassin's Creed going on. With the models of the Assassin's Creed. I'll just take you down this so you can have a brief look. Then we go into a bit more. This particular set with the lamppost to get Freya next to her brother. They are two separate ones, but these are very unusual. These are very hard to come by. But hey. It's because I wanted it, not for the value or anything like that. Come down here, we've got the Predator in his box with a sucker, and then we also have the Alien with some other alien stuff. And then we also have Pinhead here. Just a bit of a situation. Down here we've got game stuff, so I've got Driver Collection Pack. If anybody knows the Driver series, then that was a collector's pack, and that's the car out of it. We have Brotherhood from Assassin's Creed, and then we have Red Dead Redemption box. It's a tin box, collector's item again. It comes with all sorts of things inside, including the Red Dead Redemption coin, if you like. But yes, again, a little bit of a collector's item. Down here we've got obviously the Star Wars memorabilia. There's some DVDs there behind. We've got Vector as well. We've got BB-8 there, and the Star Wars Force Band to drive BB-8, which does work, surprisingly. I'm really surprised at that. It takes a while to get used to, but once you get used to it, it does work quite well. But hey, probably not even charged up. They're only charging up because they've all been stored away in the boxes, which will be coming out. So we're going to now, as you can see, we've got up here the man cave. A beautiful sign I picked up. Just turn it on. There's the lights, and then, as we know, the sign. What's in the man cave stays in the man cave. Right. Fire extinguisher. I'm in much agreement in a fire extinguisher for obvious reasons. Go into this room. This is the spray room now. If you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say the spray room. I'm just going to stand at the door and briefly show you. So I've got a stool in here to sit down at for when I'm spraying at the spray booth. Haven't started yet. It's a brand new spray booth, brand new stuff in there. There's a respirator, my respirator and mask. The spray booth is connected to where I suggested it would be. We've got the UMP mixing new one up stuck on the wall there, ready for use. And we've also got my 3D printer here, which I have yet to set up. I had it working in my old place. It's just never worked here yet because I've never set it up. But as you can see, compressor down here. Sorry, those are my spray guns. Compressor down there, just out of the way. This box is in the way at the moment. There's still some stuff in it that needs emptying. As I said, it's all still relatively new. It's all still relatively, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And that's a spare room. Now we're going to the main room, the main man cave. So this is the main man cave. This is the area that I work in, that I've got a lot of models in, that a lot of the Lego collection that I have is in here. I'm just going to shut this door behind me so we can start at the top. So, if you can see, we have a helmet, Luke Skywalker's helmet. Then we have Boba Fett. We've got some, yes, we all know, some X-Wing parts there ready to be built. There's a lot more in those drawers down there, but we won't go into that yet. And I just spread on here, I've just spread some Metal Earth kits that I do. I do some Metal Earth bits and pieces. I don't believe I've got any in here, but I do them. So then we go down to my most famous set, which is this one down here. And it's the big Millennium Falcon. Built it. It's in a case. It doesn't come with the case. The case is extra, obviously. I've put it onto a stand, which stands and makes it stand up like that. The reason for the cloth on the case above, there's nothing in it. It's empty. It's ready for my next project, my next Lego project, or my next big Lego project. You've got an X-Wing there, a Poe Dameron, being loaded up just for sake of storage, and just makes it look, finish it off and gives it a bit of colour. So round here, we come round here, we've got various bits and pieces. We've got obviously Slave One. We have the TIE Fighter. Then we come up to R2-D2 and the Sandcrawler. And then we come to the T-47 Airspeeder. And then, yeah, good old Yoda. And then here we have the 3 helmets. People have talked about having 1 helmet, 2 helmets. I think Paul's got all 3, but there are some there. Okay. So we come down here. These have just been put onto the shelf just to start filling it up. I've got to lay it all out. I'm starting to lay it out, as you can see down here. I have the full 27 of the Lego Star Wars characters, as you can see there on that shelf all the way around. They go all the way around, and those are tended to be the leaders or the people with some authority in the rebellion. In Star Wars. These here are all mixed at the moment. They're all generally mixed characters. They're all made out of Lego. The full set is here, including the land speeder and trooper on it. We have a Batmobile there in Lego, various other bits and pieces. I'll start at the top round here, and I'll just go around generally. I'm going to stop here because I'm just going to explain this lot. This lot is all the stuff that I've got. Comes with the DeAgostini stuff. So you've got Boba Fett, you've got R2-D2, you've got C-3PO, you've got Darth Maul. Apparently you can get Han Solo with the Millennium Falcon, but I didn't do the Falcon. But if anybody wants to sell me the Han Solo, I would be interested. So if anybody's got one going spare, give me a shout. Come around here, we've got other bits and pieces, as you can see. We've got TIE fighters there from Kylo Ren's. We've got an AT-AT. We've got Kylo Ren's control. We've got the actual T-65 X-Wing starfighter built in Lego. And again, it's not displayed properly up there. Down here, we've got the original Mos Eisley's Cantina, as you can see. I have got the big one, haven't built it yet, and when I do, don't know where it's going. Here we have Jabba again, with a typical scene, and as you can see, Luke is on the Skeeter there, and he will go, Boba Fett's chasing him to go into the hole in the sand dunes, and we all know what happened there. It was actually, technically it was Boba Fett's fate, but I just put that together to make a scene. Then we've got obviously various bits and pieces, some of it quite modern, as you can see from this lot, to a Star Destroyer all the way through. Go around here. Got, as you can see, another TIE Fighter Advanced, three-legged. So, come on, Chris, you know what they are. You've got an AT-AT, an AT-ST, an AT-ST, which I think is up there, a Walker. What is a three-legged one, Chris? What is a three-legged one? Anyway, never mind. Another Millennium Falcon there, which is the first one. Then we come round to here, where we have some stuff that I was bought this year, or has come this year. That particular Mandalorian bookends right there, they are special edition. There's only 4,000 and odd of them, and I've got, mine's numbered. It's 2,500 and something. Sorry, I apologise. There's 3,000 of them, and I got 2,594. There you go. There's a certificate and everything comes with it. Those two great big squares are, if anybody knows Christopher Gross Models, they are for obviously the X-Wing that we're building with DeAgostini. Like I said, the figures down there on the bottom shelf. There's nothing much. It's all rubbish, but we have got the obligatory Star Wars smelling candles, which at some stage or other I keep threatening to light. Anyway, so that's that so far. Okay, I'm going to come backwards around this way just so that we can show you things properly. So here is where we said about the X-Wing. There it is there. And then we have the Mandalorian calendar for this year. We've got Boba Fett. Everybody has one of these, the obligatory Boba Fett helmet. And then down here we come into a piece that I love. There are 12 different rooms in here. They all go back to the film. Every single one of them, you can see how it works. That's the compactor there. You can see at the front there. That down there, if you get the proper shot, looks like it's... See if I can get a good one. I'll use my... Yeah, it is. So that's where Leia was supposed to be imprisoned. And it all works. There's already various bits and pieces that work. It's really very, very clever. If nobody's seen it, it's extremely good. Television here, which is on wheels and does go everywhere. Depending on where I'm sitting and what I'm doing and what I'm watching, I can watch various things on the TV. Not that a lot of people have TVs going on, although I've seen Fred's on the wall. So here we are, one workbench with an empty, I don't know, an empty carry bag on. So you can tell I was really prepared for this. Here we come. This is my workbench where I'm going to be doing my plastic models and some of my painting, stuff like that. I'm trying to get everything. I've got a camera up there as well, lighting with my dice. Anybody knows what they are? If you know anything about Star Wars, again, you know what the dice are. Magnifier with a light on, obviously, brilliant piece of kit. I love that. And I've tried to stick stickers on so I know where everything is, because when you get to my age, you forget which drawer everything is in. I'd have to go through every single drawer to find everything. But yeah, you get a good idea what's going on there. Paints, well, I'm stuck at the moment. I went off and bought a box load of the Game Colour. So I've got the standard box 72, or was it, 76 Game Colour. And then I started to also get into some of the Tamiya's acrylics as well. And I've bought the motorbike. So I bought the Zero Paints motorbike paints and the masking sheet for that as well. But we'll see. Of course, there he is, Grogu, who works. I don't know if anybody's seen one of these. See if I can get him to work. Oh, yes, he decides to fall off when I do it. There he is. He makes all sorts of lovely noises. There you go. Moves his ears and his head and moves on around. Is really very good. He might make noises now for the rest of the shoot, but hey, come to my computer. It's I told you would be going away in the background. This is my my gaming laptop. 3 screens. I have some hot-ass. He will shut up in a minute. Yeah, I have a hot-ass joystick and throttle, which go on here for when I'm playing Elite, which is why I've got the 3 screens. The Elite really, really works well. Up here we've got the X-Wing blueprint and bits and pieces. I also have a first aid kit. I believe in a first aid kit, so there's one accessible to the room. It's good. This is my second workbench. Now this is the one, sorry, it's got an LED light on, but that tends to flicker. The workbench here is basically where I do a lot of the, as you can see, Terminator stuff, X-Wing stuff, possibly some Lego, stuff like that. So I can have 2 or 3 different projects going on at the same time, and I don't have to worry about whether the stuff's drying and painting on here. I can then go over and do some Terminator over here. So that's good. Come round here, we've got the Dremel, lovely piece of kit, and a welding and soldering station, which I love. Come round to over there in the corner behind the Terminator. We have the Dremel toolkit, which goes with all the Dremel, all the bits and pieces and extra pieces. Very, very useful bit of kit to have in your workroom. Then we have these shelves up here, which at the moment are generally filled full of rubbish. Not rubbish is not the right word, just stuff I haven't found permanent places for yet. But as you can see, I've got a bit of a stash of plastic models, just for, again, those of you that like the Star Wars 144 scale, there's some up there. Yes, I've got a Ford Transit, the Star Trek, which that is yet. I've got some added pieces for this Star Trek. So some after sales bits, so that's going to be good. Got 3 motorbikes up there, like I said, which is good. Some aeroplanes from Airfix, which have been bought for me, or I had them. Now then, these 2 kits here, the Airfix Vulcan and the Bentley, were kits that I always wanted to build as a child. And I told my partner, I've always wanted the Bentley, always wanted to build the Bentley. And I've always wanted to build a Falcon. I was in the RAF, and the Vulcan was my favourite aircraft, and that is the 588, which is one that I used to see flying and test flying regularly around my house. So it was all a big thing. I've got videos of that. We're coming down. We've got all sorts of Star Wars bits and pieces there as well. We've also got the space shuttle down here, which is a recent purchase. So yes, It's all good. It's all good stuff. Lego down here, all yet to be sorted. I have got some frames and some boxes with some Lego characters in. Not that I'm a big collector, but I've got that many of them because they come with the kits that I just carry on. Okay, just underneath here, we've got some various boxes. Nothing much to worry about in these ones, except this one here. We have, obviously, Grogu, or in this case, the child. Which is he's there to be built. I know some of you have already got him. In there, I've got the James Bond Aston Martin, and also the Saturn V. And then behind here, I have all sorts of Lego to be built: Land Rovers, empty boxes for various bits and pieces, half-built kits. That one there, which I purchased as half-built. As you can see, there's a small Lego to be built. New Lego Moss Cantinas there in one of those boxes. New Lego Starfighter and Apollo 11 is all to be built there as well. Got the Starfighter UCS as well. So there's a lot for me to build yet. I don't know where it's all going to go when it's built. You sort of move things around when you build it. But as you can see, we can see where we're going with it all. So that's it, other than, I suppose, my final bit, which are these here. These are my lightsabers. The two at the top need chargeable batteries, which I haven't charged up. Well, I probably have, but I need to go and sit down. But just show you what they look like and what they're like. So that's the type of thing. The issue that you've got is the two at the top do different colours, are programmable, and are really beasts. One of those I won in a raffle, and the other one I actually bought. And these I got virtually for nothing as well, because these were running various draws and things that I got myself involved in. This is just a green little one, trainer one, which works really well. They're all made out of aircraft grade aluminium, and then they get really good designs. Just to show you a bit up there for those that don't know, which they've all got names and they all mean something. So that's where I am with my cave. I've got lights down there for when I'm shooting videos. But yes, that's what you think. I'll just try and see if I can move the chair out of the way and get a really good shot like that. It's a work in progress. I'm trying to get it done. I've got LED lights, as you can see, underneath the desk, which Paul of ISM has, and I've been watching him for a couple of years. As quite a lot of you know, I've been watching a lot of you for a lot of years. And Paul has suggested that, and it's a really good idea. So I actually built that in. I've got lights built into the shelving units, which is straightforward LED units, and just some drape lighting coming down, which helps to light up that area. So that's what it is. That's where we are. This is the floor. If you go back and watch some of the other videos, or if you've already watched some of the other videos, you'll see what this room started out like and where it is today. I think I've done a relatively good job, to be honest. I have spent some money, but I am bothered about the money in the sense of that this is where I will be now, doing all my modelling for probably the rest of my life. So until the days that I can. So I really want this place to be really good and really nice. I hope that helps. I hope you all find it interesting. I'm just trying to give you shots of everything that's going on, so that there is a heater in here. I have heaters when the real cold spell came. It was freezing, but it is well insulated. It's well insulated and well alarmed for obvious reasons. But I do feel that quite often I don't have the heaters on because it just gets so warm in here. Just when the cold spell comes, when the freezes coming, when the weather snows and what have you, it's really, really cold. So I hope that's helped everybody. That is a window, it does go outside. But I just blinded it off because it's easier sometimes when it's night to blind it off, which it is at the moment. So that's it. That's my cave. Please comment. Please let me know what you think. I would like to know what your feelings are. I would like to know if you've got any help that you can give me. If you think I should do this or think I should do that. Wouldn't it be a good idea to do this? If you want to ask me any questions about what I've done and how I've done it, more than willing to answer any. I'll go back through here. More than willing to answer any questions that you wish. I did start off a collection, and I haven't got the latest one. That's the one that I'm looking at next for the Assassin's Creed. But there we go. That's where we are. So welcome you are to my man cave. And there's my stairs. So there we go, guys. This is where I am. Thank you for watching. Like I said, any questions, any comments, please make sure that you leave them below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all awfully. Bye bye now.